What is up, guys? And it looks like we've got an example for what the epic combat abilities could mean. And as you'll see on the screen now, when you pre-order the Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition, it turns your troopers into the ultimate opponents. Every trooper class is upgraded, delivering superior firepower, deadly weapon modifications, and epic combat abilities. And we'll see later through here in this next paragraph, it says charge through the grand corridors of Theed City. So then Naboo is that's confirmed as a location for multiplayer maps, with the A280 CFE blaster rifle instant weapon unlock. So it looks like most weapons, as with the first Battlefront, as with most things, not all the weapons will be available from the start. You'll have to work through the game to unlock it, with an additional scope modification. So that's one of the attachments you can get. As they said, you can modify your weapon now. It gives you enhanced zoom capabilities. But here's where it's interesting. It says, as an assault, use the epic grenade ability to split your grenade into 3 separate grenades, covering a larger area of damage. So it seems here that, well, the original grenade you'll probably have, that will be similar to the thermal detonator from the first Battlefront. But when you have 3 separate grenades, that could be more like the barrage, where you have a grenade launcher that throws 3, whereas this might just be your person throwing 3 at the same time. It doesn't say here whether the power will then be diminished, like the damage that each grenade does, each grenade deals. It doesn't say whether that's now diminished and you'll have to hit your opponent with like basically all 3 to get a kill, or if it'll have 3 like separate blasts of a thermal detonator size, which could end up with grenade spam and could be like damaging to the enjoyment of the game. But it's pretty cool that we get now to see what epic means. So you have your normal ability, which will be a grenade, and then you have your epic one, which gives it something extra, something unique that other people won't have. We also get some more specifics on what you get for pre-ordering this special edition, and that is that what we get is called the Elite Officer Upgrade Pack, which is basically, so it seems like even if you don't pre-order this special edition, you'll probably be able to buy this upgrade pack like as soon as you get the game, except it'll cost more to buy the standard edition and then get this, I assume, because that wouldn't make sense if it was cheaper just to buy the normal edition, because then you wouldn't get the buys, would you? But you get the Blurg 1120 and the enhanced grip modification. So again, modification reduces recoil. You get the Battle Command epic ability, which I don't really know what that is. That could be something for a droid to have, like, command other droids to come towards a certain place and help you. You get the Heavy Metal upgrade pack, which is the FWMB-10 Mega Blaster, so that'll be more like a machine gun, like an LMG, and a barrel vent modification. And so this could be where, because one of the developers, someone said before that reloading and the venting from the first EA's Battlefront, will both be in the game in some sort of form. So this could be that normally you'll have to reload your weapons, but if you have this certain modification, you'll be able to like cool it down quicker, and you'll be able to get down to firing faster than others if you have a barrel vent. You also get the Personal Shield epic ability, and so we've had the Personal Shield in the first Battlefront, but the epic ability could mean that either it lasts longer, absorbs more damage, or maybe even that you could have someone who you give a personal shield to as well. That'd be pretty cool. Or it lets you shoot out of it, which would make it a really OP damage, like a really OP thing, sort of like a droideka. Then there's the Armored Assault upgrade pack, which gives you the CR2 and trigger modification, which I guess allows you to shoot the gun faster, maybe. But you get the Grenade epic ability, which seems like what we saw earlier, where your grenade will split into 3 separate grenades, which covers a larger area of damage. Then there's the Master Specialist upgrade pack, which gives you the A280 CFE and scope modification, which was mentioned earlier. But you also get the Laser Trip Mine epic ability. So this specialist, when we saw the classes revealed, we saw one example of each. This seemed to be the sniper. So Laser Trip Mine seems to be useful for if you get into a perfect sniping spot, then you can block the way up with a trip mine, and then you won't have to worry about getting disturbed. But the fact that it's epic, I guess, could mean that it's either you could remotely detonate it, which would be pretty cool, so it would turn into more of a a C4 more than just a claymore. And yeah, I'm not really sure what it could mean. It could be a larger blast radius, which would mean that you could get maybe more than just one kill with each blast, but I'm not really sure. That's all that it says that you will get in terms of gameplay for on the ground battles and multiplayer for the Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition. So finally, we got a more in-depth look at what the abilities are for Rey and Kylo Ren. So I know this is a bit of late news, you'll probably heard this before, but you get 2 epic ability modifiers for Rey. So again, this is the customizable hero they've talked about, where you'll be able to choose what abilities you have for your hero, so that every single one's different. But one of the epic ability modifiers for Rey is enemy mind control, which we saw her exercise once in The Force Awakens, where the stormtrooper who was guarding her when she was handcuffed left with the cell door open. And we also see what you get for Kylo Ren. You get 2 epic ability modifiers, which is to freeze and pull opponents with the Force, which is just, it was probably the coolest thing that you saw in The Force Awakens for the, like, just, because you were, admit it, you were a bit skeptical about Kylo Ren. You saw, oh yeah, he's all badass, but he's just a clone of Vader. He just does exactly the same stuff. Once you saw him do that, you realise he was his own thing. He's as badass as Vader, if not more, and we'll be able to do that in the game as well, which is going to be awesome. But you get to not just freeze them, pull them, which he does once in The Force Awakens, I think, with a First Order officer who comes and tells them the bad news. But we also get an epic ability modifier for the new First Order hero ship, which is yet to be announced, and we don't know what the epic ability modifier is for that either. But that's what you get for the Deluxe Edition in more detail, and an example of what an epic ability modifier is. So if you found out something new in this video and you're excited for Battlefront 2 when it comes out, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with which ability and which class you're most excited to use in Battlefront 2.